What's up, guys? Smoke break again. Back in the garage. Yeah, I tried to set it up a little differently this time because there was a light right behind my head, one of these lights that's really bright, but it was a lot closer, and I don't know, I didn't really look very good, I didn't think, but I think this looks better because I can block this light with my head, and then we have these two far away lights so you guys can still see me. I tried just putting on the overhead lights, but you guys couldn't see me if I just put on the garage overhead light for the garage doors. So I'll just rock with it. So we got the protests because Trump won in Portland, Oregon, and I've heard some chatter, saying that Portland, Oregon, and some members of California want to secede and start their own country. Now here is what Republicans did when they heard that. Wait, what? What'd you say? What? Back up. Boop, 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 boop. You want to what? You want to start your own country. So what are you saying? You want to secede? Oh, well, you see, I thought the only people that wanted to secede from the United States were racist bigots who hated black people. But when you want to do it, it's loving. Well, I say this, I think we should let them do it. I think we should let them do it because the United States would be a conservative country again if we let them do that. They can have their liberal utopia over there in California and Oregon and maybe Washington, I don't know. Maybe Washington wants to get on it, I don't know. And we can build the big, beautiful wall that goes straight from Texas, and it'll go through Nevada there and heading on up through Idaho. There you go. Maybe we can have some trade, still do trade with you guys and everything. I don't know, I've just been thinking about this for a while, but I can't say anything because I'm slightly more conservative. So if I say that some states should start their own country because our cultures are just so different and the country's turning into a tinderbox, I would have been called a racist bigot. But now that the liberal loving people want to do it, it's fine. I say we should let them do it. And but be warned, if your country fails and falls flat on its face, because you're not going to get the federal, the federal matching funds for your food stamps, for your socialist utopia, coming back in after you expatriate your state, well, maybe a little difficult, just saying, but I think we should let him do it. He'll be, this country will be fucking red conservative for a very long time. You know who doesn't want you to do that? People that live in New York and Massachusetts, and apparently and northern Massachusetts, which is what we call it here, known as Portland, Maine, Falmouth area, who always vote Democrat. We actually split our vote in Maine for the first time ever, I think. One vote went to Donald J. Trump. So that's how popular Donald J. Trump is compared to Hillary Clinton. Donald J. Trump versus Hillary Clinton, the only time Maine split their vote to one vote to a Republican was when that Democrat was Hillary Rodham Clinton. Oh, man. So, and they have protests down in Portland, Maine, not Portland, Oregon. They have protests in Portland, Maine the other day with the what do they call it? Their little catchy, clever phrase. Love trumps hate. That's it. And they had a March Against Hate vigil also the next day where they lit candles. But I will give it to them. Unlike the Portland on the West Coast, the Portland on the East Coast didn't turn really violent or anything. It's march. Maine, like there are two Maines, but we kind of like just let people fucking do what they fucking want to do. Like I mean, you know what I mean? We don't usually get too violent about it. I'm friends with liberals on Facebook, and it's just the way it is, okay? And but I think it wouldn't be such a bad idea to have a liberal country on the West Coast. That if people over here, that live in Massachusetts and New York and whatever, and they feel like they want to move, they can. All right, and it should be it needs to be a clean break, no violence, just a clean breakup. Just it was cool while it lasted. But maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to do this in the most non-violent way possible. Now, of course, we'd lose out on some money from the West Coast, our government would. But I think we can make it up for it, especially with businessmen running the country like Donald J. Trump and probably more conservatives coming after that, if that happens, which you probably won't. It's just a pipe dream. But I think we should let them do it. I'm excited. I think it's a good idea. You do that. You start your own country over there. You'll have a whole fucking country full of celebrities and porn stars. And fucking poor people. It'll be fucking great. It'll be a good time. You can take on all the Mexican immigrants you want, but be forewarned, liberals, Latinos, I don't know if you noticed this, gradually vote more conservative the longer they're here. So just beware of that. Because I think it was more than a quarter of Latino women and about a third of Latino men, I believe, voted for Donald J. Trump this election. That's quite a bit. That's more than Romney got. That's more than McCain got. So, also, Donald picked up 8%, close to 9%. That's getting up there to 10%. I know he got 13% of the African American male vote, according to the Daily Mail, and only 4% of the African American female vote. But Republicans are never going to win the African American female vote. It's never going to fucking happen. So, at least not in my lifetime, probably. Maybe when I'm like 80 or something, but unforeseen happens. But for now, it's not going to happen. But so that's what I wanted to get off my chest. I think it's actually a pretty good idea. Have them fucking start their own liberal utopia over there, and the sane people can stay in the United States. Have them have their experiment. It'll either, they'll either sink or swim. Probably sink, but just let them do it. And even if they sink, if we let them back in, they'll realize that they fucked up. If nothing else, right? So there's been smoke break down to the butt, as you can see. So that means it's the end of our smoke break. If you like my video, hit the thumbs up. It'll be greatly appreciated. Subscribe. I make videos about once every week, maybe once every 2 weeks. Every once in a while, I'll get a fucking, something will happen like the election, and I'll make, 2 or 3 videos maybe within a week. So, have a good night, guys. And as always, I guess it's still, can't really call it Trumpmas, because Trumpmas is just one day, and this has been going on for days now because of the protests. So I guess happy Trumpaka, happy Trumpaka. Have a good night.